Hi, grade ones. I have to talk fast because I've tried to do this twice now. I can only record for 5 minutes, so we're gonna go fast. We are learning about living things. We learned about plants already, and now we're going to learn about animals. There are lots of different animals, and today we're going to learn about reptiles. So, we're going to learn about characteristics of reptiles. Characteristics means explaining animals with our senses. So, things that we can see, things that we hear, and things that those animals do. So the main thing to know about reptiles is they have scales, not fur. So here's a picture of scales. So think of things like lizards, snakes. They do not have fur or hair on them. They have these kind of rough scales. Now, the other thing is reptiles have dry skin. I don't know if you've ever held a snake before, but lots of people think snakes are slimy. They are not. Lots of times snakes are cold when you hold them, but they don't have like a slimy, liquidy anything on them. They have dry skin. Okay? When they have babies, most of the time, reptiles lay eggs. So things like turtles lay eggs, most snakes lay eggs, but sometimes they have live babies when they're born. So some snakes, like garter snakes, actually have live babies. Reptiles can hear. Okay, but they don't have ears like we do. So we have ears, and we learned that our ears are shaped this way to catch sound. Reptiles have ear holes, so they're actually just little holes in the side of their heads. They can still hear, but they don't catch sound as well as we do. So they rely on their other senses to catch prey, like things like smell. They might have that. They rely on their smell a little bit more than hearing, just because they don't have their ears shaped like us. The other thing about reptiles is they have 4 legs or no legs. So you won't see reptiles with 2 legs, with 6 legs. Those amount of legs, not in reptiles, just 4 or no legs. And then they are cold-blooded. So I'm going to kind of briefly go over this. Cold-blooded means that their bodies don't regulate temperature inside. So for humans, our bodies have a normal temperature that our bodies are normally at. Then if we sit in the sun, we feel warmer. If we sit in the shade, we feel cooler. But our body inside, our body has this like normal temperature that it always sits at, kind of thing, a regular temperature. Now, reptiles don't. So if they are cold, they have to go sit in the sun to warm up. There's no way for them to warm up unless they are in the sun. If they're really hot, they have to go in the shade. We don't really need to know much more than that. We don't even really need to know that in grade 1. Just letting you know. I'm going to go over some common reptiles. So snakes. Some of you don't like snakes, but Miss McDonald loves snakes. Snakes are reptiles. And just some facts about them. They're carnivores, which means they eat meat. They don't have eyelids. We have eyelids. They do not. Snakes don't bite food and chew it, so they swallow it whole. So we chew with our teeth. Snakes just swallow it whole. It's kind of interesting. And another fact is some snakes smell with their tongue. Interesting. Next, we have crocodiles. So crocodiles are the biggest reptiles on Earth that are alive today. They're closely related to dinosaurs and birds. Okay, and they eat a variety of fish, birds, and other animals, which also means they are carnivores. Turtles are also reptiles. They have a hard shell that protects them. It's kind of like a shield, like Captain America, but a turtle. Many turtle species can hide their heads inside their shells when they're attacked, and many turtle species are endangered, which means there are not many of them left on the planet. I have to go quickly. Now I have one thing for you to do. So you have to send me this on Seesaw. It's a reptile, who am I? So I'll say the who am I. It says, I am extinct. I lived 230 million years ago. My bones are called fossils, and scientists who study me are called paleontologists. Who am I? If you know the answer of this reptile, send it to me on Seesaw. I did this within 5 minutes. I'm sorry if I talked really fast, but that is all on reptiles. Thank you for watching. Now I have to stop it, but it's taking forever. Goodbye.